This is the physical preparation laboratory. This is where we take the fossils out of the jackets. This is what the fossil looks like when we bring it in from the field. So in the field, what we do is we find a fossil, we excavate around it, get all the way around it, and then kind of get underneath it, kind of make it kind of a mushroom, and cover it with this plaster. And when that hardens up, then we can roll it over and then plaster the bottom side of it. If we go over here, you can see a jacket that we're working on. This is the skull of Torosaurus, and the top of the jacket has been removed, cut off, and then the bottom of the jacket is still supporting the fossil. So even though there's lots of cracks in this thing, having it supported underneath is allows the preparators to get in here and clean the specimen up and get glue into it while it's still sitting in part of its jacket. If we go over here, we can see what Susan's doing. She has removed some bones from a plaster jacket. Here's the jacket was opened up, and then she took the specimen literally out of the jacket, and here's parts of it, and she's doing sort of the fine detail cleaning of a little tail, a tail of a dinosaur called Tenontosaurus, a little plant-eating dinosaur. So that's pretty much how it's done. And once it gets to that point, once it gets clean, then we take the fossils and do one of two things. We either take them into our collection and put them away for future study, or we take them to another special laboratory where we destroy them. This isn't really the destruction lab. This is the histology lab. And the histology laboratory is a place where we take the bones, bring it in here, and cut it. Just like using a diamond saw, cut it open so we can look at the inside. But just having it cut like that that doesn't give us much information. So what we do is we take this whole thing and impregnate it with a plastic. So we put the bone in a plastic resin and then slice it so that we can take the slice and put it on a piece of glass. And then once we have it on a piece of glass, we can grind it down thin enough so that you can see through it. And when you have it thin enough to see through, then you can take it to a microscope. And what we're looking at is a cross-section through the femur, and the red that you see in there is actually the bone. And get a little closer up here. And you see the orange? Mm-hmm. The little bits of orange? And up in here, kind of the blue. The blue and the orange is actually the fibrous part of the bone, the collagen. And if we actually look a little bit closer, you actually see the little black dots? Uh-huh. Those are actually the cells, or at least where the cells were when the dinosaur was alive. That's where the cells were that laid down the bone.